Hey everybody, it's Chef Andrew and welcome back to Christmas Prep Day 4. Sorry there was a little delay between Day 3 and Day 4, but here we are. Happy holidays. Today we're talking about something important, and that is indulging. Eating dessert and drinking alcoholic drinks, Christmas punch, and all of that stuff. So we call this holiday hangover. Let's be just realistic. It's the holidays, they're coming up quick, everybody's having holiday parties, and at every single holiday party, what are gonna be at least the two things that are gonna be there? It's gonna be some kind of sweets, whether it be candy or cakes or whatever. You know, holiday sweets are abundant. There's all different types and they're going to be everywhere. The same with drinks because we celebrate, right? This is a fun, festive time, and these two things are just really part of the celebration. And in just keeping it real, you are probably going to indulge. And here's the thing, I think you should. I want you to eat dessert. I want you to drink the drinks. I want you to celebrate, be festive, be merry, experience all of it, experience the food and the wine. But I want you to do it in a way that's not going to let you go off the rails this holiday season. So there's some specific things we're going to get into in this class. Now, I think the Christmas desserts and the Christmas sweets, and frankly, the winter cocktail recipes are essential as part of this holiday celebration. Everybody has their thing, right? Every Christmas, this guy has his famous cocktail that he breaks out and it's got pomegranate and rosemary and whatever else in it, right? Everybody has their thing. Or this lady always makes her Christmas fudge. It only comes out once a year. So there's lots of things in here that are going to be special and rare. And we should experience these things. The thing about alcohol and sweets is these are two of the easiest things for you to overdo because they're so easy. And they're delicious. It's really easy to eat 6 or 8 pieces of fudge, right? It's really easy to have that second or third piece of whatever pie. Or that Christmas thing that comes out once a year that you've really been thinking about. It's really easy to eat multiple pieces of that. And when you do that, it's very easy for you to feel terrible for the next couple of days, especially if you're overdoing it on the drinks. So how do we get into this? How do we actually enjoy the Christmas punches and those recipes and the sweets that we're looking forward to that are a serious part of our holiday festivities? How do we do this but not overdo it? You need two things. You need to give yourself permission to have and enjoy. That's number one. And number two is mindfulness. You need to give yourself mindfulness while you're doing this. Now, let's go back to number one, permission. Why do we need to give ourselves permission? Because a lot of times with the sweets especially, there's feelings of guilt associated with the sweets. Like we're going to feel bad emotionally afterwards, especially if you're doing, more than you said you were going to do. There's this emotional component, which just makes you feel bad, and then you lose the zest of the holiday festivities, right? There's no need for that. So give yourself permission. Say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to enjoy it, right? But then we add the second part of this, and that's the mindfulness. So while you're enjoying that you've been looking forward to enjoying, being mindful about it means a couple of things. And here's the way that I approach mindful eating, especially when it comes to desserts. I will take small bites, and when I take that bite, I want to fully savor whatever that is that I'm eating. I really like pumpkin pie. So if I'm eating my pumpkin pie, I don't want to just hork it down as quick as I can because I lose the experience, right? I can actually draw this out into something that's more enjoyable for a longer period of time by eating slowly. That's number one. When I'm chewing, like I said, I'm savoring the bites, I'm savoring the texture of the gingerbread or the ginger snap crust. I'm appreciating the pumpkin taste and the spices that are in there. Maybe there's a little whipped cream that goes with it. I want to get all that and experience it, right? So we all have a sweet tooth, especially during the holidays, and especially because stuff's going to be out. We all love sweets. So our body gets satisfied when we are able to eat sweets, and eating in a mindful way helps you to get that feeling of satisfaction without eating a whole bunch of sweets. So this is why mindful eating is so important. So we're taking small bites. We are appreciating while we're eating, right? We're being mindful of it, getting all the flavors and textures, so that by the end of that piece of dessert or whatever it is that you're eating, you feel satisfied. You mentally and emotionally, you got the sugar, you got the sweet indulgence, and you got to experience that thing that you were looking forward to. You got it. And since you drew out the experience to minutes or more, it feels emotionally like you got all this dessert, right? So you're satisfied. And eating the one piece is just as satisfying as eating 2, 3, 4. And then you start to feel worse the bigger that number gets, right? We've all done it. So mindful eating is really the key. Give yourself permission. That takes care of the emotional part. And then the mindful eating takes care of the physical part, where, yes, you get to eat your dessert. And the same goes with drinking the Christmas punch. Sip it, savor it, take it slow, and just really appreciate it, right? And have one instead of 3 or 4. And that's the secret to enjoying the holidays without going off the rails, right? Practice that, giving yourself permission. When you go to a holiday event, you know what's going to be there, right? So don't, totally restrict yourself, like be all tight and tell yourself that there's all this stuff that you can't have. Make good decisions with your meal, and then tell yourself you're going to have a dessert, and do it the way we talked about. And then you get to have the whole experience. You didn't miss out. You're not restricting yourself. You're just being mindful about what you're taking in. And you're getting to eat dessert and drink Christmas punch. It's great. So since you are going to be feeling good doing all of this, you're going to need that energy for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're planning out the menu and the shopping list, and we're talking about prep list. So that's coming in day 5. Look forward to that. I will see you there.